So let's go ahead and create another variable. And let's create an if-else-if statement. So first we're going to check to see if x is equal to 1. If so, we're going to print x is equal to 1. And then else if x is equal to 2. Else if x is equal to 3. And you'll notice one problem here. We check this Boolean condition, we check this Boolean condition, and we check this Boolean condition. If we run this, you'll notice that because x is equal to 4, it never makes any of these true. So this entire if-else-if statement will not run anything. So if you want to make sure an if-else-if statement runs at least something, at the very end, you can tack on just an else statement. And now if you run this code, you'll see that if this Boolean condition is not true, and this one is not true, and this one is not true, then this block of code will run. But if any of these become true, then that block of code will run instead. So for example, we change this from 4 to 2. We run our code again, and this prints out. So you may notice also you can have as many else-if statements as you want, but it tends to get very clumsy and cluttered looking. So Swift offers another way to do the exact same thing. It's called a switch statement. And so a switch statement simply looks like this. And now we run this code. You'll see that it does the exact same thing as this if-else-if statement does. And so you can see the similarities. So x is equal to 1. So there's the x, and it's checking to see if it's equal to 1. Here is x equal to 2. And here it says x, if it matches to 2, x is equal to 3. Here we check if x is equal to 3. And if none of these Boolean conditions are true, then the else statement runs. And in the switch statement, the default statement runs. So with a switch statement, you must always have this default statement. With an if-else-if statement, this else statement is optional. So that's the main difference between the two, the switch statement and the if-else-if statement.